San Jose State, UNLV. We've got San Jose State 5-point road favorites, 46.5 the total in this one. Mountain West on a Thursday night, which you don't always see. We got to give UNLV credit. We really do now. That's 3 consecutive point spread covers for them and 3 very ultra competitive defeats, even though they lost all 3 games straight up. Fresno, UTSA, and Utah State, which went right down to the wire. Let's give our good buddy DJ Big Boss a little credit. He loved UNLV. He actually took the money line for his best bet, but if you at least took them plus the points you cashed last week, bold call, and they at least got the point spread cover in that game. But no, there's definitely some improvement going on from this UNLV team. And for the first time all season, Connor, they actually had the advantage over their opponent, yards per play. They had lost the yards per play battle against every opponent until this Utah State game on Saturday, where they actually outgained Utah State by plus 0.4 yards per play. So there's definitely improvement being made here for UNLV. There's no question about that. And look, I'm not saying Cameron Friel, an amazing quarterback in the absence of Brumfield, who didn't play on Saturday, but, he was decent. It relied on the run game more than anything. Charles Williams was just phenomenal for the Rebs. 221 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 27 attempts. It was really the run game that got going. And for UNLV, that's the key. If they're going to do anything on offense, they have to be able to run the football because the quarterback play is just serviceable. It's there to keep defenses honest. The quarterback position is not there for UNLV to win games for them. It's just a secondary element to their offense because the primary element's running the football. And when you look at UNLV here, the last 3 games, there's been an uptick in their ground game. 135, 4.2 yards per rush for the Rebs in the last 3 games. So better run production offensively for UNLV. The problem here is you've got a San Jose State defense that, look, San Jose's taken their lumps. They've definitely had some fallen on hard times. They've lost. They've gone on a terrible point spread slide this year, 1-5 against the spread, just 2-4 straight up. And the wins were Hawaii and New Mexico State, and both of them by the skin of their teeth. So it's not a team I'm ready to lay 5 with. And they're coming off a disheartening overtime loss to San Diego State in their last game. But I'll say this right now. San Jose State's got a very good run defense still. 131 yards per game allowed on the ground, 3.6 yards per carry, even better in the last 3 games, those numbers. And if UNLV is going to struggle to run the football, I don't know how they're going to put up points. More than either side, which I don't want to lay 5 with San Jose State yet. Even with UNLV's current point spread streak, I don't know if I really want to take them either because I don't think they're going to be able to run. And if they can't run, I don't think they're going to put up much points. More than anything, maybe the under here, 46.5. It's not the highest total in the world, but this definitely feels like it could be a lower scoring game at Allegiant Stadium here on Thursday night. What's your thoughts, Conor Mac? Spartans, Rebels?
Yeah, that's what I had circled was the under in this one. The only thing is UNLV is 4-1 to the under, but none of them were in this range. I mean, the only one that would have stayed under would have been the UTSA game, 24-17. But this is how San Jose, they're just not offense. I think UNLV's defense can actually look pretty good. I think this is low scoring. So even at 46.5, I'd only be on the under. I wish I was getting more in the touchdown with UNLV. I lean that way with the 5. Can they play well again? In years past, they still didn't win, which is, Arroyo's lost 20 games since he's been the coach. They find ways to lose. So when a team can't win a game and finds a way to lose, I lean the 5 points. I just can't take them.
Yeah, it's not easy. There's no question at this point with either side. I mean, laying points with San Jose State's tricky. There's no question. They need Nick Starkel back. I think the moment they get Nick Starkel back, they could become a little bit of a point spread, a little jolt. And I could see them covering some numbers again once they get Nick Starkel back.
And still good defensively. I mean, for most of the year, they've played pretty solid in low-scoring games.
Yeah, exactly. So the defense, for the most part, like obviously it got away from them late against Colorado State. New Mexico State was kind of, not a great defensive game, but yeah, exactly. Kind of sleepwalk. And when you sleepwalk and you're a little bit flat, lethargic, it shows up on defense. more than it shows up on offense. And I think we saw that from San Jose State. But you're right. Before that, they had played better, and they got back to a better defensive game against San Diego State, but they just couldn't get anything from the offense. And they're probably not going to get much from the offense until Starkel comes back. He's questionable right now. So for the first time, though, Brent Brennan was saying after the loss to San Diego State that there is finally a chance, at least, that Starkel will play this week. Not for sure, but a chance he will play. If he doesn't, though, it
Watch
makes me
that.
definitely
Yeah,
like this under. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Because
watch
that's the
that
one.
all week.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Connor, because that's what could throw you off in terms of the under here.